Hello, my name is Denise Delfin Ruiz, and this is a presentation about service project. How the assignment was selected, I found out that one of the schools of the district was struggling because they did not have enough staff to work during the summer school academy. The school is located in an unprivileged neighborhood. I found out that the lunch ladies were working very hard to get the lunches on time and feed the children. But still, the lunches were not being delivered on time. I decided to offer my service so the school could function better and the children have their meals delivered on time. I also offered to help the janitor and to speak to the children about servant leadership. Description of service. This service took me 4 hours. However, I'm still going to continue serving the school and helping during lunchtime. I will do that for 1 more week. I go to the lunchroom at 10:30 and grab the lunch cards. Then I take them to the classrooms and deliver the lunches. The children do not eat in the lunchroom for the same reason that the school is understaffed. They do not have enough kitchen members to serve the children in the lunchroom. So at around 12:30, I go around the building collecting all the cards and take them back to the lunchroom. At 1:30, I help the lunch ladies clean up the carts and help the janitor take the trash outside to the dumpster. There are about 13 classrooms between preschool and 6th grade. The school is a 2-story building. Therefore, we have to go up and down to deliver the lunches, which is why they were having and facing so many challenges delivering the lunches on time, because there are only 3 lunch ladies. So they put all these lunches together and then they have to take the lunch carts upstairs and then bring them downstairs and then upstairs. So students have different times, which complicates, well, doesn't complicate the situation, but time-wise, it's like it takes a long time to deliver all these lunches. My service to children between times, I serve the children and help them take the trash out. I also speak to them about the importance of being a servant leader and the principles of this philosophy. I try to motivate the kids to be servant leaders at their school. I planned this schedule with the principal of the school. She loved the idea of servant leadership and stated that it would be good for the children to hear more about the concept. Servant leadership skills, based on the concept that and the questions of green leaf. During my service, the students were happy to get their lunches on time. They showed interest in my actions and stated that they wanted to help as well. The children were treated with love and compassion, and so were the ladies at the lunchroom and the janitor. They received the same treatment. It was a pleasure to serve them and offer them my work. The lunch ladies were able to get some help and they were happy to receive the support and the help that they needed to help all these children in the building. So how are people being served? How are people being served? Well, schools are communities where people gather to care and protect children, right? When schools suffer lack of resources, everyone in that community struggles. The staff, the parents, and mostly the children. The children are the most important part of the story because they are vulnerable in the job of the people who work in the schools is to make sure that all the needs of these students are being met. So when we serve in a community where people have to wake up every day to bad news, their willingness to help and serve can be affected. Well, I think I could have stated that better, but what I meant is that serving in these communities offers people a different perspective about hope and brings them faith. Going to those communities and being the support that many people need. It provides them like I said, hope and faith. And through selfless service, we can create little important changes to benefit our community. Um, then once we create one little change and we are that role model that they need, then synergy starts flowing, and then when you are good, I'm good, and that's the mentality that we want to pass on to the children. What is the effect on the least privileged in society? Will they benefit? During the last 10 years, Kansas City has been severely impacted and affected by gun violence and violence in general. Many children only find themselves safe and secure at school. This community is working very hard to provide their children what they need to be successful and be useful members of our society. However, changes take time and they are not easy to happen. It takes time and a lot of work, and it takes a lot of people. And many of these children only have the school staff as their role models, their teachers, their principals, their aides, their paras, their lunch ladies, their bus drivers are the only people that can serve as a role model for these children. So it is very important that they have good role models and that they have the good examples and the motivation that they need to become good members of our society. Many of these children only have the school staff, and like I'm not saying that many but a lot of these children, sometimes come to school hungry, possibly neglected. They receive school lunches with excitement. The benefit of this service was that the students were given quality time and were treated with dignity. Servant leadership skills used, empowerment. Children were respectfully served, and they were also explained the meaning of servant leadership. Community building the community by making people feel safe and secure. Kind of like giving them the love and the confidence that they belong and that they are part of something amazing, and that little community that they have is there for them. And service is something that good, strong leaders do for others. Empathy, while seeing the world from a different point of view and helping the lunch ladies who were struggling to get all these lunches on time, could only work so hard to feed near 400 students, using our hands to serve those ladies as well, who show up every day to serve other people. Our service showed them that someone is willing to serve them as well and help them, and that their service is valued. Healing, many caregivers have to work and they don't always have the time to serve their own children. So some of these children go home, and to self-serve and take care of their little siblings sometimes. So I mean that's great, but at the same time, love is never extra, and being able to provide that service to these children was another way to be used as a role model in their communities. Significant takeaways, in my conversation with the children, I try to pass on that message that they are servant leaders as well. They can change the world, and they can be a role model in our community. Leaders serve and use their example to change the world, spread kindness, and strong leaders help others succeed. So that was part of my presentation, and those two pictures at the end, they were taken by one of the students who were, they were asked to take the pictures, and they were excited to see me serving the janitor, and the janitor was kind of like excited to get some help because she has to go in and out of the building a couple of times to clean, to make sure that all the trash is taken out. So this was my presentation about servant leadership. Again, my name is Denise Delphine Ruiz, and this presentation was about servant leadership. Thank you. And let me see.